All right, cool. So this little video is about to address the question of should you, or should I, or should you rather, count back your exercise burnt calories against your macros and like maintenance calories target. Okay, so the question is, if, for example, you have a target of 1600 calories and you do some exercise, whether it's a Les Mills class or it's a bit of a workout or go for a run or something, and you burn up say 500 calories, should you deduct that from your given kind of macros and your calories? Okay, so it's definitely not a simple right or wrong answer. Like most things, it depends. Okay, and this sounds very, very sexy, obviously, but it generally does really depend. And I can only really offer up what I do for the reasons why I do it, as my own kind of personal advice, bit of knowledge, etc., from my perception, and what I do with my clients. But there is certainly no hard and fast right or wrong kind of rule. It really depends if it works for you and everything else. Okay, so there's no, unlike things like having pancakes 365 days of the year, or eating mince pies other than Christmas time, or having hot cross buns other than Easter time. That kind of shit is definitely sort of a little bit kind of wrong. We can definitely eat all that stuff whenever we want. Okay, so but this stuff is a bit more if it works for you. So I'm going to keep this really short, and then I'm going to do a longer video on YouTube. Okay, getting a little bit more kind of depth. So I'm going to keep this one as short as I can. For the simple reason is I don't like my clients to count back their calories that they've used to exercise. Okay, because I spend a lot of time unwrapping this food is reward mindset. Okay, and this punishment for eating by having now to smash my body to get 400, 600, 800 calories. Okay, if you eat a bit of food, and maybe it's a bit of chocolate now and again, or whatever you've eaten, then it builds in this mindset or this perception that you need to pay that back or earn it. This kind of, it's just a not really healthy relationship to kind of have. So when I coach one-to-one clients, and anybody who's willing to listen to me, obviously, I don't just focus on macros and calories. We know there's a big part of it is mindset, it's habits, it's food relationship, it's confidence, it's self-perception. It's those conversations that you have inside your head on a day-to-day basis. And unraveling that is the best thing that I can do with any kind of client. All right. And it's solving those little problems first and unraveling food is no reward, or food is not punishment, or exercise is punishment. And we shouldn't be or have to think about smashing our bodies, and then aiming for a certain number of calories to tick it off. That's a good workout, or that's a good day, or I can now have my dinner, or whatever it is. Okay. Don't want that. I personally don't want it for my clients, and I don't want it for myself either. And it's a very easy thing to kind of get into, with the best intentions, obviously, where we track how many calories you use when you go for a cycle or a run or a walk or whatever, and then we think immediately or exercise out, and then food in. And I totally get how we can think, whenever I do my exercise is my food, but there is so much more happening in your body than just exercise calories, eating calories, right? There's so much more happening, like your body, your metabolism, your NEAT, your thermal effective food. There are so many more things happening. It's not quite as simple as going 500 calorie donut and then 500 calories running outside. It's not that simple, okay? I totally get it, how we talk about energy and energy out. But when you talk about energy out, there's so much more happening than just your exercise. Okay, so when I try to talk to clients and what I spoke about in the ebook, whatever your fitness professional needs to know about nutrition, I made a massive point about focusing on your lifestyle, focusing on the 23 other hours that you don't exercise, focusing on your relationship, self-perception, mindset, all these kind of things. So personally, I'm not a fan of counting back your calories that you've exercised or trained or done workouts with to negate your calorie intake of foods and macros. I would try them separate. I'll go, these are my macros, this is my calories. I'm going for 1600, 1800, 2000. I'm aiming for 120 protein, 300 grams of carbs, 40 grams of fats, whatever it may be. Okay, whatever it may be. Those are my targets, my goals. I'm going to try and get within 10% of each of one of those ones and my total calories over the week, okay, over the week, not just a single day. And then I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to do some training. I'm going to go for a run and I'm going to time myself, and then I'm going to do some home workout, a couple of burpees, come home and maybe do a WOD or a metabolic conditioning workout, whatever, right? And just enjoy it. Enjoy the exercise, enjoy the training. Because unless you're a professional athlete, you do not need to stress that much about what you do in exercise, okay? Unless you're competing in the weekend or off to the Olympics or something like that, yes, take exercise seriously. Trust me, as an ex-sportsman who's played at a really high level, I'm all for it, right? I completely get it. Very competitive and everything else. Take my sport very, very seriously, but it needs to be enjoyable, right? It's not punishment. It's not a reward. Okay, so I've rambled on longer than I planned, but 6 minutes will do, and I'll probably do a slightly longer one on YouTube. So hope you found that helpful.